My name is Troy Krabbenhoft. I'm running for the 3rd Ward, the City Council in Moorhead.
What are the most important issues in your race?
You know, I think the most important issues in my race, we want to continue building the infrastructure that's happening right now. I think the city's on track and doing a great job with what's happening now. We just want to keep our foot on the gas for some of those buildings that are coming up, getting restructured, getting renewed, and it's kind of a beautiful process that's happening. And some of the smaller little businesses that are empty and vacant, it'd be nice to just start filling those up and getting people to start, getting a business in Moorhead that'll prosper. I feel that anytime we want to go out to eat or entertainment or anything, we're always kind of shooting over the river, and there's where our tax dollars go and our monies go, and it'd be nice to try to keep everything in Moorhead, or at least more of a destination to come to Moorhead instead of shooting over to Fargo. We still have the flood fighting issue, and it's nice to listen to both sides, because you really learn a lot more about it than just saying, yep, we need it and this is why. In real estate, I sell houses, and when they have to pay for flood insurance, it makes it almost unaffordable for them. Well, in fact, it does make it unaffordable for quite a few. I did lose my house in 1987, 97, graduated in 87, 97, and certainly sandbagged 2005, 2009, and hit all the major floods, because I was in the military trying to help out with the floods as well. So I fly with the Civil Air Patrol, and when we do our surveillance and take pictures, there's just nowhere for that water to go. So there's an issue there. We just got to come up with the correct solution on that.
And maybe you've addressed some of these, but how would you address these issues that you identified?
Well, I think for the Moorhead businesses, I've already kind of talked to some business owners, and some that are in Fargo, and said, you had an option. Why didn't you come to Moorhead? Why did you not? And they just said the numbers just don't add up. Well, we want to sit with these business owners and find out how these numbers can add up and how we can figure it out to make a business happen in Moorhead. Other entertainment would be nice too. Even in my ward, we have some really nice parks, like Gooseberry Park is there. It seems like we can do more with that, trying to have like a splash pad there, or some kind of a water park type. And Johnson Park is huge too, that we could do something. And I got Blue Stem in my ward, so there just seems like a lot of areas that we could really kind of develop and have our place as a go-to. Not only the Blue Stem have events at night, but have something during the day there that would be a splash pad or a water park that, I mean, we drive to Buffalo State Park to play in a little pond. We could have that, in the Moorhead area. Not knowing how yet, but figuring out and working with, very smart people that would be able to do something like that. So.
What differentiates you from your opponents, and why should someone vote for you?
I think I'm the luckiest man in the world. I got to do everything I wanted to do in my life. You're a little kid and you want to grow up and be something, and I got to follow my father's footsteps. We'll start before that, because I was actually a paper boy for the Forum, and I did that for 8 years. I got a paper route when I was 8 years old, which you're not allowed to do. My brother was 10, and he had too big a paper route, so I kind of took over half of his. So the weird thing is, I delivered papers in my ward, the whole 8 years, from 8 years old to 16 years old. Worked at Giovanni's Pizza, which was in my ward, Phillips 66 in my ward. I've always consistently had 3 jobs. So if I wasn't doing one of the jobs, I was farming with my relatives. I joined the military, and when I was in the military, I had several jobs. I've coached hockey for 6 years. I was a soccer coach in the military as a firefighter. The fire department trained me to be an EMT and a paramedic. So I worked for smaller communities as a paramedic where they had a need. Worked in Norman County, Otter Tail County, and finished my career in Becker County. So I was in the EMS field for over 20 years. I was a civilian police officer in Frazee for 6 years, so I feel I got the EMS background pretty good, being law enforcement, firefighting, and being in the paramedicine. The military was amazing for me because they educated me quite well. I got 4 associate's degrees, 2 bachelor's degrees, and a master's degree. And with that, I just feel I'm well-rounded. I'm born and raised Moorhead. In fact, I grew up in my ward. I moved away for a little while, but lived in my ward, so I've been in my ward for over 40 years. I have a business in Moorhead. I'm a real estate agent. I have my own company, and I have wonderful people that pretty much run the business for me. I got 2 kids that are in the school system. I want to help out where I can in Moorhead, and I think this is the next step. This is the next avenue that is where I need to be. I'm learning a lot more than I thought I would at this, and it's very, very interesting. It really is. Some good, some bad, but it is extremely interesting to learn what I've learned. Door knocking and calling the city. I've found out that our city is amazing, and they respond to every issue immediately. And I didn't know that. I've never really called them, probably taken care of things myself or whatnot, but it's just amazing that you call somebody and ask them why their specials were this way, or call somebody and say, you know, their curbing wasn't done right, or the grass wasn't done right, and the city is on it the next day or that day. And I've just kind of woke up saying, I'm very happy and very proud that I'm a Moorhead resident. So that part has been great and awesome to learn. And there's people out there that, you know, want changes and things like that in the city, and I have no hidden agenda. I have no mission that I'm on. I just want to get in there. I want to learn some things, and you know, it's a 4-year term, so I hope I can learn for the first year and really help things out the next few years. So.